Greetings everyone, this is Mike Wright, the Astro Sherpa, dropping in with a spatial report. You are looking at this moon cruising through Aries, approaching Venus there in Taurus. We can also see Saturn. Saturn's has made it into Aries, so there's Saturn. Just to the right of the moon there. So this moon sandwiched between the old power structures, struggling to fight, an upheaval with this war energy, Mars, Aries. But that moon's coming towards Venus, which is harmonizing peace, balance. This is the earth and agriculture, making sure the world is fed with good, beautiful energy. Man, that Venus is something else. So you're looking at the moon approaching Venus, right before the summer solstice. So there's, back out of here. So you have Venus, Moon, Saturn in alignment there, and that's in this first new segment, springtime energy, new starts, this desire to be potent, potential. So finding your potential and realizing you have the power to make that happen, but that takes one thing: movement. So the past is what we call inertia, which keeps us in a line, but that line makes loops, circles, patterns. So by understanding your patterns, you can break through the loops. Saturn crystallizes us into those patterns, but Saturn's like fallen here in Aries. So that means the wild, wild west. So this is a chance to turn the corner. We're gonna have the summer solstice, and that's where the sun enters Cancer, and that's gonna meet Jupiter. That's gonna be huge. So this is, world changing, where we can reside in a more comfortable and caring, healing atmosphere. So this is leaving strife behind and finding new earth power. And that starts with your physical health and your mental health. It's the emotions that move between those two. That's the water, the waves, the negative pole, the positive pole. So negative energy wants to ease, this extreme tension. That's where the energy's dissipated. So negative is a good thing. Positive is a good thing, but too much positive potential with no movement, that's inaction, that's inertia, and that leads to chaos, war, and strife. So great time to tune in to the cosmos, this universe we live in, and that's enclosed in a giant, massive cloud called the Oort cloud. So that's another sphere. So we live in these concentric spheres. Saturn was the last visible sphere. So that was considered the limits of materialism, the crystallized form of matter from the intellectual mind. So beyond that,